Drug and alcohol addiction does not discriminate. Young, old, rich, poor. The latest numbers out today showing addiction affects 21 million Americans.
Today, the U.S. Surgeon General is calling for a cultural shift in how we treat addiction. For the first time, addiction is being labeled as a chronic illness, and the growing opioid epidemic is a particular concern. News 8's Jason Newton is live in the New Haven newsroom with more on what this could mean for how addicts are treated. Jason.
And this is the first report from the Surgeon General ever to focus on alcohol and drugs. It's being compared to other groundbreaking reports like the one 50 years ago that first laid out the dangers associated with cigarettes.
It's a landmark report that those fighting in the trenches for years say only confirms what they've known all along.
Addiction is a disease of the brain, and it's a chronic disease and should be treated like other chronic diseases.
The Surgeon General's report says that 1 in 7 Americans will suffer with the substance abuse issue. Rushford Center specializes in treating those with substance abuse disorders in the Meriden-Wallingford area. Medical Director Craig Allen says Connecticut's overdose death rate is higher than the national average.
The numbers of overdose deaths from substances in the state of Connecticut has continued to rise, and the projections from the numbers that were available through June of this year is that those numbers will go even higher, significantly higher than last year, despite the attention and the energy we've been putting into this.
New Haven County's 2 largest cities have some of the highest death totals in the state. From 2012 to 2015, 151 people have died in New Haven, and 157 died from accidental drug overdose in Waterbury. Keys to fighting back and saving lives laid out in the report include prevention, identifying a problem, effective screening tools, and intervention.
The most effective treatment strategy for opioid use disorder are medications such as buprenorphine and methadone, along with counseling. And what we need to do is work with providers throughout the state to make these treatments much more readily available.
Now, one of the problems with getting help is the stigma attached to addiction. The report also states that 20 million people in the country suffer from substance abuse disorder, while only 10% will receive treatment. If you need to know where you can find help, go to our website and find the link on this story. Live in the newsroom, Jason Newton, News 8.